Germany versus Sweden on Punjab. Game 1. So, 1 hunt, 2 hunt, 3 hunts, 4 hunts, 1 hunt, 2 hunt, 3 hunt, 4 hunts. Alright. At least the map looks fair. You got 2 gold mines. Kaiser has 4. So there's 3, but 4 for Kaiser. Well, we will see how things go. So, Hazza is playing, or no, Lecastete is playing as Swedish. So he's gonna chop 120 wood so he can build 2 torps. And then he has sent out his Grove Rickshaw to go and scout the map. Find those water buffalo. It's been a theme today. Meanwhile, Kaiserklein is doing the market opening. He's creeping on this 80 wood treasure, which is a nice treasure to have. He already has hunting dogs in queue, and he's doing a good job. So in order to get, once you get inside the circle, if you just move your explorer when you shoot the animal will run away from you. So as you're shooting the animal, you have to move your explorer in order to continue to creep inside of that circle after it is reset. Alright, let's check to see if there's anything weird going on in the Swedish deck. It looks pretty standard. You have 4 torps. You're missing the, doesn't have the 1,000 coin, but instead has 2 of these copper mines that he can throw down in base. He has the heavy infantry hit points, and then pretty much just the standard stuff. All 3 military shipments in H2. He does have blueberries, but I doubt he's gonna send it, because if you do send it, you kind of send it in H1. Kaiser just looking to see if he could sneak that treasure, but it doesn't look like Lecastete's going to continue poaching that treasure. Instead, he's just going to pick up that 50 coin and just keep scouting around the map. So far, Hazza's kind of seen his side of the map. He sees that he has a hunt over here, which is kind of nice. And then he's got eyes on his other couple hunts. Kaiser walking in, sneaking in and snagging that treasure. He's going to be aging up. Is there anything? Nope. This looks identical to Mito's deck, with the exception of missing 5 Ulans for 2 settler wagons, and then the ranged HP card. Alright. So let's see. Looks like this is a good idea from Lecastete. So Lecastete's getting him into melee, because you know a German explorer wants to build that TP in transition. But very nicely done. Not throwing down that Grove Rickshaw yet, because I mean it really doesn't have too much of a point to just throw it down. So he used it to get off the snare, which is quite nice. Now he's herding with a couple bills, sending a settler wagon. Let's see if Lecastete is aware. Oh, there's a villager. Villager's like, "What's up, bro?" Yeah, that's not a. That's no longer a sneaky. No longer a sneaky bill. So Lecastete has completely scouted this. He understands what's coming his way. let's see how the tower rush goes. Meanwhile, picking up this is 80 coin, and I wonder if he's even gonna put down the trading post, or if he's just gonna go. He's just going barracks. Barracks with 8 crossbow coming. So 8 crossbow first, barracks. Plan to put on the pressure. Meanwhile, in Sweden, Cassette doesn't care. He's like, rush me. I'm still gonna go greedy. He has a tower. He has a barracks. Start Carolyn production. And he has enough hunts in base, so I really don't know if there's really much that Kaiser's gonna accomplish with this push. I mean, there are the 8 bows. There's the 2 Ulans. But he just pulls back, puts all of his vills in the town center, slowly picks off a couple of these crossbow with TC fire. He does get a vill there. And there are the Carolins to deal with this aggression. And I think Lecastette's perfectly fine with this. Two leather cannons coming in. So wow. So he just dropped those and then he ran his villager back. And now here come the leather cannons to shut down the aggression entirely. Like there's not really any answer Kaiser has to these 2 heavy cannons. Or these 2 leather cannons. It's about 10 pikes, or 8 pikes, 8 crossbow, 4 Ulans. And it's just all quiet. Cassette pushing out with the build to start building on those mines. There's enough food in base. Just sit and be happy. Kaiserklein's adding a stable in. Sending 3 dops. I guess. He's been active with his pikemen to take down any torps he's found. But I like this. He's just running around with his Ulans to check all of these gold mines, make sure there's no shenanigans happening on him. So 8 pikemen come through. And these 8 pikemen pretty much are just going to serve as a siege to the army. He's going to push past the tower with his Carolins to pretty much fend off any of these crossbows. Now he's going to start getting some pot shots off. And Carolins just have so much siege. If that tower was still there, he could have popped these 3 dops and 2 Ulans out, but oh, that's a nice little pop. I hope he gets. I mean, he gets one of them, and now that's not where you don't want your crossbowmen that close and just throwing everything away to kill these 2 leather cannons. It's just so difficult to deal with the shipment. And it just looks as though Sweden's just happy as can be. This leather cannon baits all the crossbowmen in to come kill it, and that's exactly where the Carolines want to be. They want to be in melee with these crossbowmen. Something nice in French, I'm sure. What Kaiser just said was, I love you in French. For those non-French speakers. What he said is he thinks this is a bad matchup and he let him have it. Yeah. What Lecastete said. And now this game's just pretty much a formality. Kaiser went for 8 bows first into some sort of aggression, and it's just, it doesn't pay off. Dops actually do terrible against Carolines as well, because Carolines have 30% melee resist, so they only do 14 damage a swing. And Carolines actually do decent range damage because they have 1.5 rate of fire. Or I guess they have 2 rate of fire. So they shoot quite quickly when units actually get close to them. So they do pretty well. It takes 12 Carolines to one-shot a dop. And then they shoot relatively quickly so they can kill them quite fast. And yeah. There's not much to talk about. Kaiser went aggressive, but there isn't too much damage that can be done to the Swedish player because they can get 5, 6, 7 torps out on the mines around their base. You can't really deny those mines, you can't siege them down. And then once the leather cannons come in, there's not really much to deal with them cost efficiently. So it was dead even though I feel as though Kaiser should be a little bit ahead, but because he didn't send his villager shipment first, it was kind of delayed. But anyway, on to the next one. So it's 1-0. It's match point for the Garjonians, or for LLC. Nope. Download. game 2. Alright, so we have game 2 here. I believe Siberia. Again, German versus German mirror on Siberia. Let's see if this can live up to the hype of the game before. And let's go ahead and turn off Fog of War. So we've seen this match, or we've seen Germany played quite a bit today. And pretty much on fixed crates, it's all about the same. You drop down a market, you get your hunting dogs, and then you mine gold until you can buy, you mine 125 gold until you can get 100, until you can buy 100 wood from the marketplace. Meanwhile, Lecastete's just running around scouting the map. Kaiser doing about the same. Not too much to really talk about this early on. Here's a 110 wood treasure. So in this matchup, it almost always goes to a stable start in H2, with one person getting each of their TPs, and then either doing like a 9 Ulan FF, so build 5 Ulans, get 2 from your Settler Wagon card, get 2 from your 700 coin card. Ooh, okay. I thought I was gonna reset, but nicely kited from Lecastete, only taking 2 hits of damage there. That's pretty solid treasure as well. Meanwhile, Kaiser not getting as nice of a kite, but he had 3 white tigers to deal with, and this is 175 coins, so this is also quite a large treasure. But Lecastete's gonna come in here. Oh, Lecastete's gonna come in here and steal it, because Kaiser can't. Kaiser has to get it before, there it is. Ooh. I think Kaiser got it. Yep. It was close. Quite close, but Kaiser just barely gets it. Now, if I was Lecastete, I would type lag for sure, but they're both playing on the EU West server, so. And they're both from France, so I'm sure both of them are getting like 15 or 20 ping highest. Is there any other interesting treasures? It's the family of monkeys. It's 120 XP. 30 wood, 30 coin, 85 wood. There's the tiger for 40 wood. But no, Kaiser's just gonna sit in base. Sit in base, heal up, so that when he goes out to this trading post, he doesn't get murked. On the other hand, Lecastete's just working on his 45 coin treasure. Gonna pick that up, then walk over and drop down a trading post. Kaiser went for the gang saw in transition, so he got gang saw first. And then I'm guessing he's gonna do TP second, and then placer mines third. Whereas if we look over at Lecastete, I don't think he did. I'm pretty sure he did not get the gang saw upgrade. But he has 125 wood. Kaiser's working on his 125 wood to get steel traps as soon as he ages up. Working these hunts in. And doing just a little bit more scouting. So there's the 125 wood. 3 settler wagons coming out. Stable being dropped down. The same could be said over here on planet Lecastete. There's the stable. There are the steel traps. There's the 3 settler wagons. Meanwhile, he's just continuing to work on some of the treasuring going on up there. We have 1, 2 hunts in. And then we have about 2 hunts on their way in. I think this is 3 hunts. Yeah. You got the musk deer, you got the Sega, and you got this other musk deer herd. Nice little 85 wood prize over here. Meanwhile, trying to get the family of Dubers. These first 2 Ulans, I wonder if Kaiser's gonna take them right over. Right over and get started on that mine, or I guess he's just looking. He sees a dead hunt. That's a good place to start looking for any bills out in the open. So he has his 5 Huss out just a little bit earlier. Just a little bit cleaner in his microing. And he's willing to take this fight because his 5 Huss are right, or his 5 Ulans are right behind him. So he's gonna come ahead. So now he has 6 to 5. Maybe pick off a bill. Nope. Nope. Looks like everything pretty standard. And he's quite far ahead. It's almost it's as if Kaiser's just like like half shipment ahead. Maybe it's just due to the timing of when passes happen. But like he's a quarter shipment ahead right now. So let's see, we got 10 versus 12, 11, 6 and 5. So 12, where's the other 2? Oh, there are. Oh no. He's taking a fight before his units are there. I thought they swung, but I guess they missed a swing. Pretty good micro from Lecastete at the start of this fight. But here comes the reinforcing 5. It's gonna have to be some pretty crazy micro for Lecastete to win this. But just the reinforcements getting there a little bit faster. And there's quite a few low HP ones. Yeah, so I mean, it's essentially 6. If he can snipe down these 2 with 5 HP. Well, jockeying, trying to get a hit off each other. But I think Kaiser's just gonna go, oh. In Kaiser's base we have a barracks. So he's already transitioned over to dot production. Wonder what he goes next. I think it's 8 bows, probably. I think 8 bows. Unless he decides just to unless he just decides to skip it. I think he's just looking. He's wondering what is Lecastete doing. If Lecastete's going to be aggressive, I'll finish this batch. But if not, I'll probably just cancel that. Or just build one and then have another one in queue. So he's gonna pick up another Ulan here. And now he's gonna age. So yeah, he was just saving this shipment in case there was some aggression. He would just send like 8 bows or 3 DOPs, but since there's no aggression, he's just gonna go up. I believe Lecastete's doing the same. Yep. Lecastete's gonna follow him up. Be a little bit behind. A little bit behind in units and resources. It's 24 vills. Somewhere along the lines, either Lecastete lost a vill or Kaiser's just had a little bit less idle TC time and is now a full vill ahead. And just continually poking and prodding from Lecastete. Kaiser kind of just wants to sit back a little bit. He's got his army of monkeys to be kind of like a line of sight to protect these villagers. So aged up, 4 wagons first. He still has that 200 wood. I'm curious to be if he's going to just go straight to Vet Ulan. No, he drops down a house. He drops down 2 houses. That's 1. There's the second one. Monkeys are just out exploring, which honestly is not. It's not as useless as you think. Like you think, oh, what do these monkeys really do? You're not really taking treasures anymore, and that's kind of what they're good at. But you got 5 little scouts essentially. You can send them out every once in a while to see what exactly is going on in my enemy's base or my opponent's base. Did he cancel? So yeah, after building so I think what happened is after Kaiser saw that Lecastete was aging, he canceled the 3 war wagons and he shipped the 1k wood. Because he knows there's not going to be any aggression. Because his opponent followed him up in age. So he decided, oh, it's better not to send this military shipment, but instead continue to get myself further ahead with this 1k wood shipment. So now he doesn't have to worry about having a couple of vills on wood. He can just drop down a bunch of houses, get this infrastructure up, and then also get the vet Ulans in queue. Goose, thank you so much for the $5 dono. You're the man. Meanwhile, Kaiser's losing. 2 settler wagons went down. Just quite a nice little pickup for Lecastete. And here come 9 black riders. Oh, still no. The vet Ulans are coming in now. So vet Ulans on their way. Picking off two Ulans there. He's gonna use these. Oh, if you could get this catch. So 2 for 4. And another settler wagon? Yeah. So right now, Lecastete's up 3 settler wagons. However, this is a nightmare. A nightmare for Lecastete. There is nothing to deal with these black riders. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's just gonna be GG. Because all of these units are gonna get cleaned up. And these units, they don't die to hand attacks. They have 40% melee resist. And pew. Just instant GG there. Yep, there's not really much Lecastete could have done there to get back in that game. I mean, you could ask Kaiser how many German mirrors he's played, and I don't think he could tell you. 'Cause I know just between him and Mito, they played hundreds. You just see decent trade there. So extra one there. Chopper Os. Thanks to interjection and H2O for catching. Hyped about DE. Thank you so much, dude, for the 28 bucks. You're the man. And then it just kind of snowballed. And then Kaiser had the right idea. He was ahead of shipment. He was ahead in age time. So he gets to go 1k wood. And then just gets to produce more units out of it. And that's kind of all she wrote for this matchup. Let's see. Look at that. They both chop 952 wood. And then he goes and gets a treasure that's 80, but they both know exactly their breakpoints of how much wood they need to sustain production. The coin graph is just identical. Like, they like called each other in the game and said, hey, how many vills do you have on gold? It's like, yeah, me too. Like, that's just, they understand this is how much you need. But as close as it was, the military population just says otherwise, just from a card choice. Lecastete went 9 Ulan, 8 Ulan, whereas Kaiser went 1k wood into Black Riders. Alright guys, it is all tied up 1-1. This being the deciding match. I think this is the last one. There it is. Alright guys, this is for all of the marbles. After, I think we started the stream at 14 GMT. So it has been about 10 hours. There's been 10 hours between the two of these players. We have a French versus German. Lecastete being the German player, and Kaiserklein piloting the French civilization. So, we've seen this one quite a bit today. Well, we've seen quite a few of these civs today. We've seen a lot of Germany, we've seen a lot of Sweden, we've seen a lot of France. Kaiser running towards the center of the map, picking up these two yaks, and then the other pair of 2 yaks. So far he's gotten 5 of the yaks. Meanwhile, Lecastete's picking up an 85 wood treasure, which is quite nice. Kaiser hasn't found any treasures yet. He's more so searching the map, trying to pick up as many yaks as possible. As kind of, France has that advantage in this matchup. They have 2 scouts in H1, whereas Germany only has their 1 explorer. Lecastete's gonna think twice about finishing that treasure, but maybe. Okay. So he's gonna go for it. Even with Kaiser being right there, I think that's gonna run that way, and that's gonna reset the thing. It also depends on where you are. Yeah, this isn't good. Now Kaiser just gets a crack shot at steal the 75 food. So he gets to pick up the treasure for half the work. And then let's see. See 13. Is he gonna kill one and go up? Yep. So because he got a food treasure in H1, Kaiser's deciding to do a 13 bill age up. So he's gonna be up just a little bit faster. About, if it was perfect, it would be 25 seconds faster, I think. Or maybe they take 28 seconds to train. But it's just a little bit faster. And then he's probably gonna do the old 3 Hus in this matchup. Because usually you want to be aggressive. If you're going to do something like this, you want to actually push your advantage. So let's see. Let's see what his plan is. I'm guessing market. Market gets dropped down. And then is there anything different? No. Pretty much standard. I don't know why. Cassette has 6 settler wagons in H3, but he's also going with chopping a lot of wood in transition. But his explorer is nowhere close to being near this trading post. I guess he was just looking for yaks. So hunting dogs, placer mines. Probably get to go up to 125. That's the magic number. No? Oh. So just a little bit missed my grid, but nothing really. Nothing too much. 7 bills on food, 6 bills on coin. This kind of looks like a aha! The dangerous 3 Hush shipment. And now if he drops down a stable. There's the stable. So he's getting steel traps in his stable. He can have 8 Hus out when Lecastete has 7 Hus, or 7 Ulans, and he just will always have the cab advantage. So working on this, what is this, 90? That's not a bad 90 wood, so you can pop down another house. Alright, let's see. 3 Hus first, let's see what kind of damage he can do. He's here to make Kick-Ass proud. This is the years of playing Kick-Ass and losing to Kick-Ass. Trained him for this. Okay, got a bill. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Does he get 2 bills? Just 1 bill. Does he get the second one? There's the 2 Ulans. His batch is going to be terrible because none of his villagers are actually there. And looks like he's going to pick off. Does he pick him off? No. Yep, he's going to get 1. Oh no. Maybe he gets 1. Splitting him off, pulling him. Pull him. He pulled him. But look, he got 1 Ulan out because of the pressure. Or he got 2 Ulans out because of the pressure by the 3 cav. There's the Minutemen, and now Kaiser just runs away. He had to have seen the Minutemen. He's just like, nope. You just wasted 300 resources. I'm out. And, he says, you must be really good because Kickass taught you the 3 cav build. And that's it. The Kickass for the win.